Today's stories include EA has been sold for $55 billion to Saudi Arabia and other investors. PS5 is, quote, the most successful PlayStation generation ever, and K-pop demon hunters are coming to Fortnite, baby. We'll have all this and more because this is Kinda Funny Games Daily. What's up and welcome to Kinda Funny Games Daily for Monday, September 29th, 2025. Of course, I'm your host, Tim Geddes. I'm joined today by beautiful Andy Cortez.
We them boys. How
We
about
them
them
boys?
Cowboys?
Yeah, oh yeah? They did some stuff?
They tied.
Oh man, Andy, yesterday,
We tied 40-40.
me and James and Curran hung out. It was our first time in quite a while. And so they were like, hey, we're trying to come up with a plan, which means somebody has to come up with a plan. And it's like, whoever just does it is like, that's what we're doing. And they're like, oh yeah, there's football happening. I'm like, fuck me, man. This is the last thing I want to do. But big boy pants, it's fine. I can do it. We ended up going to the sports bar. I walk in, it just reeks of cigarettes. I'm like, I hate everything about this right now. This is just not what I want. They were both late. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like surrounded by people yelling and screaming. They're so excited about all the things happening.
You could smoke in bars?
No.
Oh.
But this one, they just seemed to not give a fuck.
Okay.
I was like, I didn't actively see any cigarettes, but I'm just like, okay, there's somewhere. I know there's somewhere.
That was the incense they were using. They
Yeah,
just put a little
exactly. And I'm sitting there, and there's just all these people watching all these different games. Meanwhile, James is texting me, and he's just like, hey, is the game on? And I'm like, yes, there are many games. Like,
Right.
Which game? And he's like, the 49ers. And I'm like, okay, let me look. And I was like, the Buccaneers are there, and the Eagles are there, and the Chargers, I think that's the Chargers. I was like, I don't see the 49ers. And they're like, he was like, can you ask them to put the 49ers on? I'm like, I am not asking these people anything.
Why
right
not?
now.
Why would it? Well, also, it's shocking that they didn't even have this.
So they did. It was just behind me.
Okay.
But it was just like, then I'm getting shit for all of this. I'm like, I get it. I understand that I probably deserve shit in this situation. But also, it's like, the last thing I wanted to do is ask somebody to do something that I wasn't confident wasn't already happening.
Oh, okay.
You know
Gotcha.
what I mean?
I
So,
see.
Anyway, story not
It's a
even
very
worked out.
common thing to do.
Yeah. Oh, and I get that. But like, again,
Yeah.
I also didn't.
You didn't even know if they were wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I lucked the fuck out though. By the time they got there, thank God, Curran's like, it smells like shit here. I don't want to be here.
Oh,
So
nice.
We ended up going to this like nice bar, no TVs. It
Oh,
was quiet.
great.
Oh, it was so great.
Great.
But yeah, so your Cowboys won. Congratulations.
No, they tied. You didn't hear me.
Nope, I didn't at all.
Yeah,
they
they
tied.
Yeah, you could tie in the NFL now.
Fuck you. No, you can't.
Yeah, they used to not be able to, but they put in a rule recently just for like, hey, we don't want players to keep on banging their heads and getting concussions and stuff. So if it's a tie at the end of the first overtime, because you go to overtime,
Okay.
if you're tied, but if it's still a tie after the first overtime, then you tie. You don't go into second overtime there. Yeah, it's like a player safety sort of thing.
I respect the safety part of it.
Yeah.
I really don't respect the game.
1, 2, and 2, baby. 1, 2, and 1, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
One
Is
time.
that a rarity? That sounds crazy.
Ties happen at least once a year.
Are you stoked about the tie? Are you stoked?
Yeah,
about
because I thought we were gonna get our asses.
Okay,
whipped,
okay, yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a dismantling. The Green Bay Packers are very good.
I know that we'll get away from this topic very soon. I promise you. But the Cowboys, why are they such a big deal? Why does it feel like the Cowboys are like the face of sports?
Because they are worth the most. They have the most fans because they were winning a lot in the 90s when media was not social media, when everybody started getting fragmented in their own little groups of fandom. It was like everybody was a fan of Michael Jackson and everybody was a fan of the Beatles and everybody was a fan of Britney Spears and the Backstreet Boys.
Monoculture.
And the Cowboys were winning a lot in the 90s when kind of, people were getting turned on to the NFL a bit more. And so they got, just like Michael Jordan had fans all across the nation, and you'd see Bulls fans wherever you went because they were winning. The Cowboys are successful in the 90s, and a lot of fans are just all over the country because of that. And they've been, that too. But I mean, they've been, shitty really since then, but it's like that fandom is familial, and your kids grow up to root for the same squad that you do. And but yeah, they are, I don't know if there's any soccer clubs across the world that are worth more, but the Cowboys are worth most in America.
Wow.
Like, yeah, it's great.
They're out here tying. Fucking get good, guys.
Yeah, they're shit.
They've been big for a very long time. This isn't a transition to that. It's a transition to PlayStation celebrating 30 years.
Okay. It's been 30 years since they won.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. PlayStation, the first 30 years is a new large format photography book. Did you see this morning, Ed?
No,
gorgeous.
I did not.
Utterly gorgeous. I want this right now.
Oh.
I will be pre-ordering it later. It's a super cool photo book, just going through a bunch of prototypes and like official stuff too. But like, there's a ton of controllers here that I've never seen, and like just looks at different hardware of PlayStation over the years, and it's just like cool stuff. Like,
ew, I don't like the face on that one. That one was a gross one.
Yeah, but yeah, very, very excited about this. I'm really into like the coffee table books, like the really nice premium shit. It comes at a premium price. Like I think it's like 125 or something.
Whoa, I would have assumed like 70.
And the deluxe edition's 300 something, and it's like,
what does it come with?
Just like a slip thingy. I don't know. It's crazy, man, and it's limited to 1,994 because 1994.
Why are they doing that? Why do they do that?
They really love 1994 PlayStation.
Why do they do the limited thing? Remember how many things they could have sold of the 20th or 25th or whatever it was?
I can't believe I didn't get that.
Ridiculous.
But they're also putting out, and this I need pictures for, PlayStation Cross Reebok 30th anniversary shoes. There's a bunch of different ones here. They're fucking awesome.
Oh, they're all just different. Oh, it's not just one brand.
There's 3 different.
Why do they look dirty?
Because they're Reeboks.
Like the gray on the bottom looks worn. It looks like someone's worn them for 2 years.
Yeah, that weird twill effect.
Yeah.
But one of them has the pump on the top, but it's the PlayStation logo.
Oh, that is kind of neat.
And the like shoelace like container like holder thing at the top is like it looks like the controller port.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, that is really embossed, huh? The PlayStation logo is like really punched out.
That is real.
That is very 3D.
I mean, you got to be able to pump it up. Remember that shit?
That's crazy.
God, Reeboks are cool. Remember, everyone, this is Kind of Funny Games Daily. Each and every weekday, we run you through the video game news you need to know about, and you might learn about the Dallas Cowboys live on YouTube, Twitch, and podcast services around the globe. If you love what we do, please support us with the Kinda Funny membership on wherever best suits you, whether that's YouTube, Spotify, Apple, or Patreon. You get our shows ad-free and a daily exclusive Gregway. For a chance to be part of this show, submit your YouTube Super Chats as we go. JB writes in saying, I put in 20 hours to Hades 2 this weekend. Game of the year. Oh, what a time. What a goddamn time. Me and Barrett were just talking about it. Took down Kronos a couple times. Woo!
Death to Kronos.
Oh, man. It's so good. Little housekeeping for you. We're an 11-person business all about live talk shows today. After Games Daily, you're going to get a Gamescast where Greg builds his Outer Worlds 2 characters. After Gamescast, it's going to be the KF podcast. And after that, Nick is going to stream alone because Mike is gone. Mike and Roger, Call of Duty next. Getting into a whole bunch of... He got a little boo-boo. You see that?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. He's one more thing to lose.
Thank you to our Patreon producers, Carl Jacobs, Omega Buster, and Delaney the Psalm Twining. Today's Gregway is 21 minutes with even more video game review stories from Greg Miller. Today, we're brought to you by the Kind of Funny Games Daily episode 2000 and our new merch line that I can't wait for you to see. But we'll tell you all about that later. For now, let's begin with what is and forever will be the Roper Report. It's time for some news. We have 7 stories today.
A baker's dozen.
Story number 1. EA sold for $55 billion. This comes from Chris Scullion at VGC. Everyone strap in. A lot of words are coming your way. Electronic Arts has confirmed that it will be acquired by a group of private investors, including Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund. In a statement, EA said it had entered into a definitive agreement to be acquired by an investor consortium comprised of PIF, Silver Lake, and Affinity Partners. The all-cash transaction values EA at around $55 billion, and we'll see the consortium. Jesus. I've never heard that word in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A little consortium? Cool. Acquiring 100% of the company. EA stockholders will receive $210 per share in cash, which is 25% premium on the company's last unaffected share price of $168, and a premium on its all-time highest share price of $179. EA says the transaction, which has been approved by its board of directors and is expected to close in Q1 of its fiscal year year 2027, meaning by the end of June 2026, positions EA to accelerate innovation and growth to build the future of entertainment. The deal will see EA continuing to be led by its current CEO, Andrew Wilson, and will remain headquartered in Redwood City, California, which Andy once stayed at a hotel to do a game.
It's beautiful out there. It's really nice out there.
It's a crisp 20 minutes away from here, but
they do things different out there.
In a statement, Wilson said, "Our creative and passionate teams at EA have delivered extraordinary experiences for hundreds of millions of fans, built some of the world's most iconic IP, and created significant value for blah, blah, blah." You get it. I'm more energized than ever about the future we are building. The PIF, or Public Investment Fund, is the sovereign wealth fund of Saudi Arabia and is reportedly central to Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's goal of making the Saudi economy less reliant on proceeds from oil. The fund already owns billions of stock in other video game companies such as Take-Two and owns other companies such as SNK. In recent years, Saudi Arabia officials have said its investments in the games industry will help modernize the kingdom, but they have come with negative fallout due to the country's highly criticized human rights abuses. You don't say. Notably, the Crown Prince has been accused by U.S. intelligence of ordering the brutal murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. The county has also had historically cracked down on female activists and LGBTQI plus rights, with legal repercussions for the individuals, including imprisonment, fines, or the death penalty, according to Amnesty International. So let's bring in some reporting from game developers Chris Kerr. The Sovereign Wealth Fund, which bills itself as a catalyst of change on its website, is chaired by Saudi Arabia's de facto ruler and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. As noted by the BBC, Mohammed bin Salman was linked to the murder of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi, who recently criticized his policies and leadership. Advocacy groups such as Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch have spoken out against Mohammed bin Salman and Saudi Arabia for, among other things, attempting to control the media, restricting free speech, legally prohibiting LGBTQ plus relationships, and gender expression, outlawing protests and demonstrations, and discriminating against women. Human Rights Watch specifically claims PIF has facilitated and benefited directly from serious human rights abuses linked to Crown Prince Mohammed and is being used as a tool to whitewash the country's abysmal human rights record. PIF has heavily invested in the video game industry directly or through subsidiaries such as Savvy Games Group. Earlier this year, Savvy-owned publisher Scopely purchased Niantic's video game business and key franchises such as Pokemon Go. The Wealth Fund also owns stakes in Nintendo, Koei, Tecmo, Capcom, Nexon, and Take-Two. Then back to Chris Scullion at VGC. Affinity Partners is an American investment firm which was formed in 2021 by Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, and mainly focuses on investing in U.S. and Israeli companies, with most of its funding coming from the Saudi Arabian government. Quote, "Electronic Arts is an extraordinary company with a world-class management team and a bold vision for the future," Kushner said in a statement. "I've admired their ability to create iconic, lasting experiences, and as someone who grew up playing video games and now enjoys them with his kids, I couldn't be more excited about what's ahead." Silver Lake Partners is an investment fund run by Silver Lake, a U.S. global private equity firm based in Silicon Valley.
I'm just going to be Snow Mike here and just nod at you.
Yeah. I want nothing more than to just go, story number 2, K-pop Demon Hunters coming to Fortnite.
They obviously a lot of human rights issues over there in Saudi Arabia. Their death penalties also apply to people like drug trafficking and stuff. Like, it's great. Like, stuff that you wouldn't assume would get you killed, gets you killed. And I know I'm kind of like throwing stones from glass houses. We're bombing boats now, Tim. Like, boats coming from Venezuela. Boats. We don't know if they're like carrying drugs or not, but we're bombing them. And then like the vice president was like, "I don't give a shit. Like, we're gonna bomb. Like, we don't even know who's on the boats. We're just bombing boats now.
Concentration camps and stuff now. Continue to help fund a genocide.
Yeah, this is all bad, especially because I saw Jason Schreier mention that EA is still on the hook for $20 billion over the next several years. Like, whatever this deal is, $20 billion they're still on the hook for, EA. And we've seen what they do when it comes to cost-cutting measures in the past when they weren't owing people $20 billion. And this spells all sorts of bad stuff for anybody who's not EAFC or Madden. I think. It's a tragedy. It's a bummer. I really hope that any game that is in development right now, a Mass Effect, a Jedi 3 or whatever you want to call it, like, I hope that those games can come out, and I hope that those games can just get released before this deal comes out, or this deal finalizes in 2027. But it's it's kind of crazy thinking about, especially the Riyadh Comedy Festival and how much
WWE just in general.
Yeah, how much money Saudi just has to throw wherever they want, however they want.
And we know where the money came from. And that's the worst part of all of this. And it just really feels like there's no solution for this, where it's just like they have the money to do whatever the fuck they want. Where it's like, hey, we want to be making money from things that aren't oil. So we're just going to buy Electronic Arts, you know? We're just going to buy the favor of every comedian possible and their audiences, right? Like it's so absolutely terrifying that this is able to happen so easily. And like just a couple days ago, we were hearing about rumors that this was brewing, and now here we are. It's official and it's happening. Barrett brings up a post from Imran saying, I hope Hazelight can find a new publisher that gives them a long leash of whatever budget they want. And yeah, it's like, like you were saying this a second ago, but this is going to affect so much of what EA is and strives to be. And like they're already in a place that like we don't look at EA favorably, but I do think that they've made some good decisions and released high quality products in the last handful of years in comparison to some of the like blunders that they've made in the past, right? And he's like being a great example of, you know, putting out a literal Game of the Year winner. And we'll see where Split Fiction lands this year, but still great game.
This is going to sound really reductive, but I miss when we only had to I miss when we only had to worry about money from China. Like when we were only thinking about, we'll see what's going on with all these gigantic consortiums, these gigantic, these massive companies from China and their money, and like, I miss when that was the only thing we had to go like, okay, yeah, but you know, human rights and workers' rights and stuff like that. I wish that was the only thing we had to worry about, and now we have to worry about, you know, the PIF, which the lead chairman, Mohammed bin Salman, Mohammed bin Salman, you know, if you talk shit about the Crown Prince, you get decapitated, you get chopped up and put into a briefcase, and that's just. That's
terrifying.
Insane.
Like there's just no way around it. And it's just like, yeah, cool. They're the ones that we're asking to re-release NBA Street Volume 2.
Yeah.
You know? Like that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
There's nothing good about this. There's no like, well, on the bright side, it's just like, man, this just continues to be a hellscape. And just again, I wish we could just talk about video games, but we have to talk about this. This is video games at this point.
Saw a great clip of Shane Gillis on one of his podcasts saying, yeah, I got an email to go perform in Saudi Arabia. I was like, oh, really? He was like, it has a big bag. I read the email and I was like, the 9/11 guys? It's like, you want me to go over there? It's insane. Like, what are we doing, man? This feels like a backwards universe. Like, it's crazy to me.
Bill Burr hurts.
Oh, that one hurts so much.
You know, it's like, what are you?
That one hurts so much, Tim.
Oh, my fucking God.
Did you see the story about Tim Dillon?
No.
Another comedian who's supposed to perform and talks about, like, so what if they have slaves? They're paying me enough to look the other way. But in an episode of the Tim Dillon podcast last week, the comedian announced he had been removed from the lineup for the country's record on slavery.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's amazing.
Man. Oh, man.
I think one of the funniest things that I did see, though, was like the fact that Pete Davidson is there and his dad died in 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow, what a what a crazy kind of character arc this is.
Oh my God. It's so frustrating. Man.
Insane.
Lord Foosh super chats in saying, this is bad news to me. I don't know how Mass Effect will have much of a chance now. And Andy, go Bears.
When we talk about, you know, Mass Effect being one of the games that has, you know, we talk about Dragon Age Inquisition coming out so long ago and that game having a trans person in it. And we talk about any of the Mass Effect games having same-sex relationships and things like that. Like any sort of semblance of what we thought could be used for expression or just, I don't have a whole lot of hope for that going forward now anymore. You know?
Yeah. God. Charlie Nugget says, good morning, Tim and Andy. Did you see the PlayStation Plus Magic the Gathering collaboration cards? They look pretty slick, in my opinion. Yeah, they look cool.
I didn't see them.
Yeah, they came out, I think, last Friday. There's something about Magic the Gathering art that after seeing the Final Fantasy stuff, the Spider-Man stuff, and now these PlayStation ones, I'm not the biggest fan. I just have to say it. Somebody needs to hear it.
Okay.
That was you.
I wasn't a biggest fan of the SpongeBob ones. When the SpongeBob Magic the Gathering cards came out, I wanted them to look super highly detailed and rendered, and they just looked like somebody drew over screenshots. It looked like you were like, hey, Andy, can you go into Illustrator and just take this screenshot from the cartoon and kind of remake it?
Yeah.
I really wanted them to be like the most detailed things possible, and they were fine looking.
Yeah.
They were okay.
Raymond K. Hessel says, one game I have time for in October. What should I play?
One game for October. Yeah. One game for October. Well, shoot. I mean, I can't wait to start Yote. That's what I'm stoked about. But again,
that's probably a good answer.
I would say like probably Hades 2, Silk Song. I think Hades 2 is such a good bite-sized snack that you could kind of have at any moment and doesn't require. I mean, the fact that you could pause runs is really, really nice, but it doesn't require, I'm hopping into Yote and kind of forgot where I'm at in the story. Am I able to get a whole lot done right now? Now you just hop in, get into a run, and you know where you are, you know what you're doing.
Yeah. I do wish you could save in the middle of a run, because I think the runs at this point. Can you?
Yeah, you just quit.
Yeah, you just save
and quit. Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't oh shit. Okay,
yeah,
that's really good.
When I first started it
this
up,
game's even better than I thought.
When I first started it up on Switch 2, my first time booting up my save in a year and a half, I came back in the middle of a run. And I was like, what the fuck was I doing
Wow, that's
here?
great.
There are some times that it makes you go to the next room. There are a few times where it'll say hey, you can't save here, go to the next room. And you go to the next room. And even if the next room is a boss fight, the second you walk in, you can hit start and quit. And it'll say progress saved a minute ago or whatever.
Great, that's awesome. Because the runs are at this point for me long enough that I'm like, it's not.
Oh yeah, they're 40. Yeah,
exactly.
40
yeah. So okay,
my quickest run,
great.
24 minutes.
Hell yeah. Yeah, speedrunner over here, everybody. Live to Die says Affinity is Jared Kushner's business and funded by Saudi. Nightlife says, are we ready to boycott video games for a year? I mean, yeah, at this point, nobody's safe. I mean, yeah, reading off Nintendo, Koei Tecmo, Capcom, it's literally everybody. Portland Kevin says, I guess EA games just landed on my never buy list. Aaron Lime says, EA's annual income doesn't cover the interest on the $20 billion, let alone any actual payments. EA is functionally defunct. And then Pretty Dude says, reminder that Saudi Arabia PIF has stock in many other game companies, including Nintendo.
Yeah, man. The whole Cristiano Ronaldo thing with Fatal Fury was going on last year. And apparently, because I think Cristiano plays for one of their soccer clubs. I think he was maybe purchased by them in a similar way to where they created LIV, the Live Tour.
Purchased by them.
Well, he was signed to their team. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to double check on that. But whenever he would visit, they had to give him special permission to sleep in the same room as his girlfriend or his fiance or whatever. Yeah. Or I guess if you're not married, you can. But they're like, we'll look the other way for this because you're a very popular soccer star.
Yeah. God.
Insane. Absolutely nuts.
All right, let's actually move on to story number 2. K-pop Demon Hunters are coming to Fortnite. This comes from Phil Owen at GameSpot. Last year's Fortnitemares was extremely packed with microtransactions, with the Fortnite item shop averaging a new collab skin every other day over the course of October. What a way to jump into this conversation. And it may be that Fortnitemares 2025 will be even more crowded, with long-rumored collabs with Scream, Friday the 13th, and Scooby-Doo expected to appear in the Fortnite shop during spooky season.
Hell yeah, my aunt might jump
about
in.
To pop the fuck off, dude. She's going to be shocked when she sees the prices of these things. But now there's a new rumor about yet another Fortnitemares collab, K-pop Demon Hunters. The exact nature of the K-pop Demon Hunters collab isn't clear at all right now, since the entire leak is just Hypex saying that it's the main Halloween collab and it's not just skins. If true, this would presumably mean there will be some type of K-pop Demon Hunters related gameplay mechanic, like a new weapon or other item. Though, since Fortnitemares is also rumored to have a Jason Voorhees medallion and Ghostface's mythic knife, the K-pop Demon Hunters collab would have to be even more involved than that. With new season of Fortnite Festival beginning on October 9th, so it's possible that Huntrix will be the new season headliners. Epic previously promised the upcoming festival season would be focused on Fortnite original stuff, but that just means they had a plan that would have been very easy to pivot away from if they had the chance to swap in a collab with the biggest Netflix movie ever.
Is that the name of the band? Huntrix?
Huntrix, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We got to watch it, Andy. I know I say that to you every time we're together, but like I just want to sit down with you and just watch. It's so good. And I definitely will be returning to Fortnite to buy these characters.
I can show you how. Well, actually, I may even be confused on to how to do it now.
Yeah.
So the stores can get kind of confusing at times.
Yeah, well, it'll be a big group activity.
Okay.
The whole company will help me buy this.
Okay, I still have the video of the time that we told you to buy
Leonardo.
where you were buying the Ninja Turtle skins.
Yeah, it was hard, real hard. I didn't do it. I wanted to because I was so into it this weekend, but I didn't actually turn my PlayStation on to do it. I did watch the Daft Punk concert that was in Fortnite. Did you see anything about this?
Didn't even know. No.
It was fucking awesome. One of the coolest things I've ever seen in a video game, period. I just watched the intro. I need to see the actual like concert because I don't know what that looks like.
Was it
I
on
don't
the same
understand
level
Fortnite,
of-
everybody. I just don't understand Fortnite. And if you do, I don't believe you.
Was it on the same level as like Ariana Grande? One of those?
I don't know, but like the intro was the song Contact, the final song from Random Access Memories.
Okay.
Like that's super fucking epic. Like I use it for like every kind of funny live for like the loading screen music just because it's so goddamn good. And it was like the character just flying through like data space, like Big Tron vibes.
Okay.
And like I don't know if you could pull it up, don't play the music, but just let me see if I can
I can make
Yeah,
the
that
noises
song.
of some. Yeah.
Daft Punk Fortnite intro.
I didn't realize they were. I've like these things used to be much bigger deals. Granted.
All right, Andy, I need you to start making those noises with your mouth.
Okay. Arpeggio. Oh wow, this is very.
So yeah, like scroll
we
back
playing
a bit,
Res
though.
Infinite or what?
Kinda, yeah. Like it's all set to the music, and like as the song starts getting fucking crazy here, I'm just like, this is a epileptic nightmare.
This looks
but
like
in
the
best
intro
way
to a
possible.
Super Bowl performance.
Yeah.
Like when the character lands, that's where the stage is shown.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Dude, crazy freaking shit though. And then like
Yeah.
the character lands, finds the one of the Daft Punk helmets, and like first person puts the helmet on, and like the helmet like forces them to head nod. Like,
Oh, wow.
It's freaking awesome, man. Like I don't understand it, but like good for you guys. I will be buying the K-pop Demon Hunters, whatever they.
Oh yeah, look at this helmet. It's all cracked. It looks like the. Is this like the Mass Effect trailer? It's like, holy shit!
Like, isn't this fucking rad though? Daft Punk are so cool. Blessing doesn't understand.
He doesn't like that punk.
No,
Hates him.
he's like just unaware of them.
It's just like him with Avatar.
It's crazy, man.
Man,
He'll
he's got some big cultural blind
big
spots.
cultural blind spots. Yeah. Anyways, everybody, do you have anything to say?
No,
K-pop
not at all.
Demon Hunters? No.
One day I'll watch it too.
You will. Don't watch it without me though. Can you promise me that? It's an hour and a half. Just hanging out with your friend.
I'll tell you what. This feels like the type of movie to watch one day, if we're, in an Airbnb somewhere for some random event, and we kick on the TV.
I like
No.
that, but no. This is a you
This
come
is
over
we
to
come
the
over
theater.
to Tim's house,
Yeah.
and like Andy, you let us know because then me and Alyssa will want to come as well.
It's you should do it. And I'm running out of time. I have a baby on the way.
That is true.
And
Oh,
you have a baby
shit.
right now, Andy, so you also have to find the time.
That is true.
So we'll have to figure all this out. Anyway,
Anyway.
here's some ads. Kind of Funny Games Daily 2000 is happening on October 6th. I can't believe it. We are 2,000 episodes into this daily weekday show. Thank you so much for your support over the years, watching us live on YouTube, Twitch, podcast services around the globe. KindaFunny.com/store is where you want to go to get this shirt to celebrate Kinda Funny Games Daily 2000. But on top of that, it's not just the celebration of Kinda Funny Games Daily. It's Kinda Funny Games overall. We're bringing back some retro merch. Look at this. One of the fan favorite shirts from back in the day, of course, inspired by a portable handheld system we're not going to name, specifically, but you get what we got going on. And one of the most requested unreleased shirts that I used to wear all the time, you're now going to be able to get kindafunny.com/store. But hey, it's not just about merch. It's about celebrating 2,000 episodes of Games Daily. October 6th, we're doing a mega episode of Games Daily. Be hyped. Be there. We have segments. We have guests. We're trying to get 2,000 super chats. What's going to happen if we do that? You're going to have to tune in to find out. We'll see you there October 6th. Get your shirts. kindoffunny.com/store. That shirt's real tight on me in that ad. I do not like the way I look at that shirt. Maybe buy a size up. Story number 3.
Those are the comfort colors, I believe, right?
Yeah.
I love comfort colors.
I love comfort colors too. PS5 is the most successful PlayStation generation ever. This comes from Verity Townsend at IGN. Sony's called the PlayStation 5 its most financially successful console generation to date. This was revealed by Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO Hideaki Nishino during his recent keynote speech delivered in Japanese at the Tokyo Game Show. That's a weird thing to say. According to Nishino's presentation,
He wasn't speaking in English, though. Let's be clear.
Sony's Game and Network Services (G&S) division, which includes Sony Interactive Entertainment's, generated $136 billion in sales during the PS5 generation so far, 2020 and onwards. This surpasses sales made during the reign of all previous Sony consoles, making the PS5 the most successful generation to date. In comparison, the division made $107 billion from 2013 to 19, aka the PS4 generation. The graph revealed that over the past 31 years since the original PlayStation 1's launch in 1994, don't forget,
Oh, of
Andy,
course.
each subsequent console generations brought in more money than the last. For reference, sales during the PS3 life cycle were $71 billion, the PS2 $44 billion, and the PS1 $24 billion. It's worth noting Sony clarified that the revenue figures are based on the average US dollar/yen exchange rate during each console era, and accounting standards transitioned from US GAAP to IFRS after 2020. It should be emphasized that these revenue figures encompass sales across the entire G&NS business during the time periods in question, so that huge $136 billion in sales during the PS5 generation will include money Sony continues to make from PS4 hardware and software.
This information will self-destruct in 1994 minutes.
Yes,
So
yes,
hurry up
exactly.
and get it. I mean, this isn't too surprising. I think this is almost as surprising as when Apple says the most powerful iPhone ever. Like it, unless your company maybe has any semblance of failing, or maybe there's been any downward trajectory, then I would expect the number to keep on going higher at this rate. I think, to me, this just shows that they are consistent in doing well, and then the money that comes in will likely just get more and more expensive as, you know, things get more and more expensive, and as generations of people are now, there are more gamers now than ever, right?
Yeah.
You know, when we think back in the day and why there was such a massive boom in a lot of the gaming economy was parents were buying games for their kids, and now those kids have grown up, and a large portion of them have continued to game and are also buying games for their kids as well. So it's like you're adding a new generation on, and a lot of that generation is still sort of staying on in terms of how, you know, the amount of profits that are coming in. So this, you know, again, congratulations, Sony. You're going to keep on making money. I don't really have much else to say other than that, dude.
yeah. I mean, exactly. But yeah, not a surprise, especially given we know the sales of the PS5. It's selling very, very well. And even if it's not technically outpacing PS4, it is close enough and way more expensive and hasn't had a price drop. So it's like you add all that stuff together and it's like, yeah, there's money coming out the wazoo for PlayStation and the GNNS division of Sony. So, Barrett?
I was also, this was something chat was talking about, and I would be fascinated to learn at some point of like this 136 billion in sales during the PS5 generation will include money Sony continues to make from PS4 hardware and software. So like how much of that is really PS5 stuff and actually also like, you know, V-Bucks and like GTA money, you know, that they make off of profit sharing. So like they can have this nice headline, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, well, just by definition of the words, they're talking about the generation, right? So it's like the generation also entails, like they're literally talking about the years.
Yeah, if they talked about hardware only, then maybe I'd...
So it is interesting though, of like, and to Barrett's point, like I just think that's going to continue. Like when we get to PS6, it's also going to include the PS5 stuff, because I think the cross-gen is the only way forward. Let's move on to more PlayStation news, everybody. PlayStation's getting the Magic the Gathering cards. Andy wanted to see them.
Yeah,
Now we get to.
Let me take a little
Launching
gander at
October
these.
27th, the Magic the Gathering Secret Lair cross PlayStation Super Drop collaboration includes 7 unique Secret Lair drops, each with unique cards depicting the worlds of Last of Us, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Uncharted, Ghost of Tsushima, and more. Every card from each Secret Lair pack features iconic characters, key locations, and items reimagined as Magic the Gathering cards. Wizards of the Coast work closely with Naughty Dog, Sony Santa Monica, Guerrilla, and Sucker Punch Productions to capture the spirit of each game and bring them to life with stunning art and cards with unique mechanics. What are your thoughts, Andy?
The first two are, the first two that they are showing here, one of Joel, the Resolute Survivor, and Ellie, the Brickmaster, they are two seemingly like painted renders. If from far away, if you look at them, you would think that they were just kind of in-game renders, but they are painted in a very nice way. And the other two are a bit more stylized. You have Abby, the Merciless Soldier, thwacking over a clicker's head with a
very visual
with a hammer. Yeah. Biceps are massive on Abby right there. And then you have Ellie, the Vengeful Hunter, with a little shiv in one hand, some blood on her cheek. Those are a bit more stylized. The first two kind of look way more traditional, but the drawing technique used still super, super impressive. Like, it's a really good paint over. But I would say the second two that I was mentioning on the page are a bit more what I was hoping to see from these sort of team ups. And then we got the Nathan Drake one, the Treasure Hunter. And I do like that his hand is hanging over the letters. If you scroll down a little bit, Barrett, right there, look at that.
That's cool.
I do like that.
Yeah. Layers, everybody.
Oh, Kratos down there.
God of War.
Kratos looks awesome. Now,
Kratos,
maybe
stoic father, and Atreus, impulsive son.
so the Kratos and Atreus ones look very similar to what we see on the cover. Now, the Kratos God of War that is above the one that we just saw, maybe it's just I'm used to seeing Magic cards in this, I don't want to say genre, but I'm used to seeing mystical, magical type of fantasy looking things. This one is probably the coolest looking one to me so far.
Yeah.
I like the way Kratos looks.
I don't know this reason that the card looks that way, but I like these Magic cards better where it's full art all around instead of dividing it up in different ways.
Wait, what do you mean? Aren't they all like that?
Yeah, but some of them aren't.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Oh, they have a Jin Sakai Ghost of Tsushima one.
Like when we looked at the Final Fantasy ones, there was a ton that had the Switch 2 box art problem where there's just fucking boxes of words everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Chill
I
out.
see.
I understand you need to play this game, but come on.
I mean, that's what they're made for, is to play the game.
Yeah, but no one's going to play with.
But
Aloy
it's
Savior
similar
from
to Pokemon, no? Where it's you have the normal cards and then there's the full arts and
Yeah.
stuff like that because they're supposed to be more rare.
Aloy looks great. So does I think Jin Sakai
Oh,
looks
this
fantastic.
This is a
Sick.
cool one. Yeah, I like the background art on this a lot and the colors. Sick.
Pretty good game, that Ghost of Tsushima.
There we go. Cool. I'm sure Bless is excited. Mike probably not.
No, are you kidding me? Even if they're PlayStation characters, I think he's excited
I know,
about.
just fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully, these actually, whenever they are purchased or maybe sent to us from the lovely people at Wizards of the Coast, hopefully they are not just lost. Wizards of the Coast isn't dragons. They're Dungeons and Dragons. Who makes Magic?
Wizards.
Is it?
Mhm.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, hopefully they don't get lost in the mail, and I don't have to listen to Blessing on 6 different phone calls with FedEx, which is an amazing moment. Coming out of Gamescast, hearing him talking yeah, this is our address. Yeah, we're supposed to have had him go to a stream for about 2.5 hours, come out talking to somebody else. Yeah, Adeoye Jr. It's Jesus.
God, man.
These damn cards are lost forever.
Did he ever get them?
Yeah, they were at one of the auto body shops. They had been
Great.
delivered, and somebody was just I don't know what this is, put them away. And
Hilarious. Story number 5. Good news about games we love. Silent Hill F's launch sales are higher than Silent Hill 2 Remake. This comes from Eddie at GameSpot. Konami's Silent Hill series returned with Silent Hill F this month. Remember, the F stands for what, Andy?
Friendship.
Exactly.
Friendship.
And the game's off to a hot start. Konami reported today the horror game exceeded 1 million sales after its first 24 hours. This figure includes physical and digital sales across all platforms, including PC and console. By comparison, 2024 Silent Hill 2 Remake sold 1 million after 3 days. Silent Hill F was available a couple days early for people who paid extra. It was developed by Neobards Entertainment, while Bloober Team made Silent Hill 2. The new game is set in the 1960s Japan and follows the character Hinako Shimizu as she solves puzzles and fights horrible monsters. Good shit.
That's amazing.
We talked about this recently, I think, with the Metal Gear sales, but like it's good to see Konami be healthy again and to be putting out great successful remakes, but then also great successful new iterations of franchises. So
I think seeing that they can kind of, cover the gamut in terms of, like you just mentioned, they're not only being successful with things that we expect them to be successful at. I think there's still a universe where Metal Gear Delta comes out and is a trash fire.
For sure.
And maybe runs horribly or maybe takes a lot of liberties with recreation stuff, and all the fan base goes, what a disaster. Why did you all do this? But in this universe, it all worked out, and the game was received well by a lot of people, and there are new people getting into Metal Gear Solid as a franchise, which is awesome. But to put out a new Silent Hill game and have it be good and have it deliver and be scary and be in a different time period,
be radically different than any of the Silent Hills before it.
I have so much more confidence in what Konami could do, because I think if this game comes out and does critically bad and also sells like shit, then you immediately go up. At any moment now, Konami could say, hey, we're not doing video games anymore. Let's kind of like pull back from that because we don't want to invest a whole lot into this. Exactly. This is great news. I'm so happy for them, and I hope that all of this has been warranted, and they're like, all right, let's continue to dive into this with not only remakes of other classics, but let's also make new stuff now that we have confidence in it.
Yeah, and Volume 2 of the Metal Gear collection.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Do you think that's still being held back because of like PS3?
Oh, I'm sure to some extent, but last week they were talking about it, that like it is in production. Like it's a real product to some extent, even though
they
it's
haven't
not
like
officially
forgotten
announced.
about it. Yeah.
Right. I just assumed, Guns of the Patriots is still.
I'm sure that is a
giving people a headache.
Yeah. Hades 2 passes 110,000 concurrent players on Steam, doubling the all-time peak for the original. Doubling the all-time peak. We're in such a great point right now. We're getting sequels to renowned indie games that are just banging.
Yeah.
Like so fucking cool and so great for a healthy industry, which we need so much more of right now with the amount of bad news we get. Like, thank God. The full release of Hades 2 has led to a new all-time high of concurrent players on Steam for the sequel. The roguelike game topped out at 112,947 people over the weekend, according to Steam DB. That breaks the sequel's record from Steam Early Access debut in May 2024 with just over 103,000 players. In addition, Hades 2 has already doubled the peak of Hades, which hit 54,240 concurrent players in May 2024. Developer, which that's interesting. Now it's the same time that the early access of 2 came out.
Say it again.
The peak of Hades 1 concurrence was when early access for 2 dropped.
Oh, okay.
Developer Supergiant delivered Hades 2 version 1.0 a few days ago on September 25th. The full launch also included the true ending for the game, along with 50 different achievements and new artwork. So far, Hades 2 is only available on PC, Switch, and Switch 2.
Do we think that's like a 6-month or a 12-month exclusive?
I don't know. I mean, I imagine it's going to be a year.
Okay.
But yeah, I've...
What was it for Hades 1? Because didn't Hades 1 also come to Switch before other consoles?
Yeah. But I just don't remember how long that took.
Let us know.
Yeah, but I've said this so many times. Like, I'm so bummed it's not available everywhere at day one. Like, I really think that this is an example of a game that's like, this should be multi-plat day one. Like, let the people play this game.
I think now more than ever, with like nothing is a given anymore, and you have to take advantage of the moment, and you have to understand this moment is huge for you all. Now I'm not saying that when this game finally comes out everywhere that it's going to be a dud, but like you have to. There's so much enthusiasm. There's a groundswell of people excited for your product right now that I really really wish that this was just everywhere. You know, it would be so massive if this took over the news even more for a small developer like Supergiant, and I say small, but you know what I mean, like an indie developer would be amazing.
Jeffrey Kirby says it'll be out on another system once it's ready. Let them work at their own pace, Tim. What a weird comment. Okay. What's up, Barrett?
For Hades 1, came to Switch and Steam September 17th, 2020, and then other consoles August 13th, 2021. So, yeah. It'll come when it comes.
Yeah.
Like, is it just a porting issue, or is it an exclusivity
There's no
thing?
way. There's no way it's a porting issue that Supergiant couldn't get it done. There's simply, I don't believe that. There's no world in which that's the case. I know that they're a small team, but also we know the resources they have. We also know that they didn't need to put anything out at any time. They could, if it's going to take more time, they could have took more time. This game was in early access for a year.
Yeah. So there's maybe this is like how Black Myth Wukong was available on Xbox a year after.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm very fascinated about the dates of like when it's announced and when it actually comes out, because that will be very telling on what type of deals were made. Moving on to story number 6, Peacemaker Fortnite emote disabled after show twist. This comes from Levi Winslow at GameSpot. Epic Games has announced that a Fortnite emote associated with retiring WWE superstar and current movie megastar John Cena has been disabled, maybe indefinitely, because of its possible Nazi connection. Peaceful Hips, an emote in the popular Battle Royale shooter, was created in collaboration between James Gunn's DC show Peacemaker and Epic Games. The emotes see your character goofily rotate their hips before making alternating L shapes with their arms. If you watch Peacemaker, then you're familiar with the dance. It's what Cena performs in the second season's opening montage. It's awkward and stiff, which is what's supposed to make it a lighthearted gaffe, particularly given the character's often violent personality. However, with the show's latest episode, the quirky dance and Fortnite emote have taken on a whole new meaning. Fucking hilarious.
Especially because people just kind of found out that if you draw out what the hands do, it's just an H. Like, it's...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just kind of a silly little thing, yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, it wasn't a swastika. It is what it is. And I just can't imagine the conversations between Fortnite and whoever at DC was like, how did this go?
Is this something they're talking to James Gunn about?
That's the thing. Is because I if they were, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. It's just hilarious that they're like, yeah,
it's just such a weird
make that the emote
to do.
Because it's like, maybe don't make that the emote.
Yeah.
But would we have thought anything of it if not for this big season twist?
I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, it is representing what they're saying it is. It's not like, oh, it kind of looks like it. It's like when you watch the opening montage of Peacemaker season 1, it's like it tells the story of the whole season in the dance. Season 2 is doing the same thing. So yes, there is the twist that, you know, I don't want to get into the details of, but it's like, yeah, that is what they were showing. So it's not like, oh, it kind of looks like it, which I just think is so fucking funny that like that would get approved to this point. But then also now somebody was like, hey, we shouldn't have done this. Like,
I didn't even know the dance was telling the story of season 1. You're on some TikTok shit. Like,
yeah, they're doing like butterflies and stuff.
You're Straw Hat Goofy right now.
Yeah,
like,
oh yeah.
Like, majority of people are not watching Straw Hat Goofy.
Yeah, it's just such like a weird business call to like, if James Gunn was in these talks, like this was such a weird choice to do, because like if you're gonna do this and make commentary on, you know, this move he makes and, you know, its ties to shit, like that's fine within the art that you're telling because you're doing commentary on it. But then to take that and remove any context around that,
remove the context and then allow it to be an interactive thing that you could do.
Exactly.
Like,
it's like
problematic, straight up.
What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, very funny. Moving on. I don't want to get into the spoilers about that. We had the conversation already. Breaking news, Taboo. Greg put in here. Cool-looking Terminator game suffers another delay due to Trump's tariffs. God damn it. This comes from Zach at Kotaku. Terminator 2D No Fate is an upcoming video game adaptation of the original 90s action movie sequel that is designed to look, sound, and play like classic 2D games from that era. No Fate looks really awesome, but sadly, due to ongoing tariffs enacted by President Donald Trump, Trump, this cool-looking Terminator game's been delayed again from October to November. On September 28th, Terminator 2D No Fate publisher Reef Entertainment and developer Bitmap Bureau announced that the upcoming side-scrolling action game was being delayed a second time until November 26th. In a statement posted to the publisher's official website, the company blamed the delay on ongoing global trade and tariff changes that caused shipping issues with components needed to produce the Day 1 and Collector's Edition versions of the game. And because the studio and publisher want to ship the game to all platforms and users at the same time, No Fate's release date was pushed back. This delay affects digital and physical copies worldwide.
Boo!
Yeah.
There, we booted Greg Miller.
Yeah, that sucks. Game looks so cool. I can't wait.
I love the way it just presents in screenshots,
Yeah, man.
you know?
Fucking, it's hot.
What's part of the collector's editions? Are you getting like little figurines or?
I don't know. I bet it's big though. If it's a real big collector's edition.
Man, I just Dwayne Wade just
Yeah,
laid that
Andy,
up.
if I didn't want to know big things, if I wanted to know small things, the tiniest, littlest things possible, where would I look?
You'd go to our last story, the We News channel, where we cover all the small news items you need to know about.
We News, baby. GameSpot reports Battlefield 6's launch on October 10th is coming up very soon.
Oh,
As confirmed previously, there's no early access for Battlefield 6, so the game will launch at the same time for everyone on October 10th. The global rollout begins at 8 a.m. Pacific on October 10th, which works out to 11 a.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. BST. Don't talk to me about BST. You can see more global launch times below as posted by Battlefield Bulletin. GameSpot has contacted EA in an attempt to confirm these times and get more information.
Tim, October 3rd is in 4 days. I've confirmed. And October 2nd is less than that.
I do love that you confirmed that, but can you reach out to EA and just confirm just to be sure that these are the times?
I want to know if it's soon or not.
We gotta know. VGC says SNK has re-released one of its classic fighting games to launch its new premium selection label, Real Bout Fatal Fury 2, The Newcomers, which was originally released in arcades and on the Neo Geo home console in 1998, and has already seen some re-releases over the years. This new version, which is newly released on Steam, offers rollback netcode for what should be smoother online fights. VGC also says the new revision of the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition console rolls out across Europe is now fully matte. A new comparison video shows. They're making sneaky little changes.
Wow.
Wow. From IGN, the Lego Game Boy set has an official release date of October 1st, but Amazon's already shipping it out to everyone who pre-ordered. It's not even called a pre-order anymore on the listing. It's just available now. It can be delivered tomorrow if you order today.
I think I saw Altano.
Altano built one, yeah. You can buy it at Costco a couple days ago for $10 cheaper. Weird.
I just don't like him.
I'm with you, man.
There's no reason why I shouldn't be into it, but I don't.
When
I don't
Legos
like it.
look too much like the thing, it's like it misses the artistry of the Lego.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, 100%. When you're
Still want it though.
When you are making a lot of pieces that are custom to make the thing look like the thing, that's why I love. I follow various Instagram accounts that make a lot of like Lego stuff based on mecha and stuff, and I love how they're able to just grab a variety pack of Legos and make cool looking shit with them, but without needing the custom parts that that custom part was made to look like that part of the Millennium Falcon. It's like no, we're doing what we can with what we got, you know. Yeah.
What's the word that you taught me about the Millennium Falcon when it had all of its
Nernies and Greebles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit. It's so cool.
Greebles and Nernies.
That's the word of the day. Earlier I would say it was consortium. Fuck that.
Consortium.
Nerdles. Whatever, guys. VGC says Switch 2 editions of a number of popular LEGO games could be on the way soon, as spotted by ex-user Rebate Man via Eurogamer. A Nintendo booth at the Zurich PopCon event, which took place at the weekend, appeared to be featuring a number of legacy LEGO titles. The booth showed artwork for the following games, all with the Switch 2 logo above them: LEGO City Undercover, LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, LEGO Jurassic World, LEGO Harry Potter Collection, and LEGO DC Supervillains. All 5 games appear on a single banner with the Switch 2 logo above them, even though all 5 games are currently only available on Switch 1.
They're going to get new boxes with all the annoying little paragraphs of info.
Damn, definitely.
The worst.
Today, Remedy Entertainment released Breakpoint, the first free major content update for FBC Firebreak, the 3-player co-op action game set in the Control universe. And from IGN, the 89-year-old Skyrim grandma Shirley Curry announces the Elder Scrolls video retirement.
You don't know the Skyrim grandma?
I do, but what?
So I think she's retiring from gaming.
All right.
I think.
Yeah, it's not clear based on the words that I
It really
read.
isn't.
89-year-old Skyrim grandma Shirley Curry announces the Elder Scrolls video retirement.
Steph's grandma.
Cool. That's it for We News, everybody. Let's get to some super chats here. Sky Forsland says the new PS5 no longer has a glossy finish with a little sad face. You a gloss man or a matte man?
I'm a mix of both, Tim.
Yeah,
I
respect you.
It's why I want the future of vehicles to have that mix, because I love the way some modern cars will do, like, here's your generic kind of like reflective kind of car finish, but then around the wheels or just on this panel it's like a really glossy black. Like, I love that shit.
Yeah.
I want more of that.
I'm a matte man through and through.
I would say general. If you said any pick right now,
Yeah.
I would go matte.
I can be a coastal elite at the show. But something that I realized recently that I don't know if this is a popular take. I don't know if people even care. But I've started realizing that cars...
It's just gonna be, if this is a fucking Optimus Prime semi-truck thing.
I really don't like cars that have the silver trim on the windows. I like the black trim on the windows. The silver trim looks very cheap.
Okay.
And I just stand on that.
I
Doesn't
guess
matter
I
the
would
car.
need some visual
Because
examples.
for a long time I'd be looking at cars and I'm like, why do I like this one and not like that one?
Oh,
It's the
you
same
can't-
color. It's like I don't understand what's the difference. And it
You
like,
got to the bottom of it.
and it finally clicked for me. Where I'm like, oh shit, Barrett, can you Google cars?
Yeah. Lightning McQueen.
No, I refuse.
Because like it's a real thing, and it like I notice it now on the streets. I'll
You
just
talking
be
about like
driving.
this?
Yeah. See, look how cheap that looks. Like this, the bottom one sucks.
So, okay. So you maybe just prefer sans silver.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like you look at cars outside, and like,
I do look at cars.
and I swear to God, it's 50. Even the same model car. Like you look at a Prius, you look at a Honda.
Huh.
Notice, I want both of you when you're driving, look at these cars.
Nobody's going
I
to not
fucking
notice from now on.
refuse.
I know exactly. Everyone listening to the show, the thousands of people, you're going to think about this.
I will
today.
continue to not notice because I don't know, man.
I
I don't
bet
know.
you-
I don't notice anything about cars. Remember when y'all were more stoked than I was when we got a new car, and y'all were like, "Yo, congrats on a new car." I was like, "Yeah."
I bet you Barrett's going to notice today.
Yeah.
I bet you.
$5 super chat from Mr. Nice Guy Rye says, Gillen Brothers just ordered 6 shirts and a notebook. We're ready for KF 2000, baby.
Hell yeah.
Holy crap, 6 shirts. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much for that. Gerardo's Cool says, Happy Hispanic Heritage Month. Shout out to Bad Bunny playing the Super Bowl.
Bad Bunny.
Also, Tim, I'm making you an honorary Latino. Welcome to the club. I don't know that that's how that works. I appreciate it, but I kindly do not accept the offer there. But shout out to Bad Bunny. I fucking love Bad Bunny. I couldn't tell you a single song of his, but this dude has good energy. And the amount of people talking shit about him, you don't understand fun.
I love Bad Bunny.
Yeah, he's great. And he's so good at wrestling. It
Yeah.
makes no sense.
Oh, we don't have the feature set to where we can gift out on Twitch for merch. We'll have to get that on
We'll
the
have to
back
figure
end.
that, yeah. And then Delaney 20 says, Happy Monday, Andy, Barrett, and Tim. Tim, will you reveal your child's name next Monday? Side note, Delaney is a unisex name. Love you all.
Oh wow.
It is a unisex name. No.
You don't want to do that as story number one on
story
KFC
number on Games Daily 2000?
Yeah.
No. I'm
Coward.
waiting till we see her.
Thank you,
in
Delaney.
January.
Happy
Yeah.
Monday
Thank
to
you very, very much, Delaney. You are the best. And then Kebab says, will it be possible to write in for Games Daily 2000s? I've got some heartfelt words that probably won't fit in a single super chat. I don't know what the plan is. I know we're doing a major extended episode. You're going to want to be there on Monday for sure. But hit a blessing. Blessing's or Roger.
Blessing
One
or
of the two of them.
Roger.
They're the ones kind of
kind of
owning
been the
this
brain
project.
children of it. It's been their brainchild.
Exactly.
They're not the brain children.
No. I like that though. Let's look at You're Wrong and see if we got anything wrong.
I saw that it's pronounced in the You're Wrong saying it's pronounced consortium. I always thought it was
Shit.
consortium.
Can you imagine if consortium's the way you said that word with those letters in that order? That'd be fucking crazy, man.
Damn.
I don't know about all
Damn,
this.
dude.
I can't believe you're wrong me about some car stuff. I don't want you to because I'm not wrong. But
Shout out to an old super chat from last Friday, but it's from Mando Delgado. I got to say thank you again for a $50 super chat for just try to get us hyped up for the Baby Steps competition versus Giant Bomb, in which Mike was the most impressive human being and also the most infuriating, least impressive person you've ever met.
hearing you guys play that game was hilarious.
The only person who played it, and I think like almost beat it, really fucked us. I'm getting the hang of it, Tim, and he's like, give me a little 360. I'm like, how do you not know where to go? You call yourself the navigator. He's like, may have gotten a little lost. And we didn't know where to go in the video game. He's the only one who played it.
It's embarrassing.
Oh, Mike. I miss him.
We're not allowed to compete with Giant Bomb anymore. They're just so much better than us. At
I
video
love
games.
it. I love that that's
It's
the
embarrassing.
ongoing thing. It's great.
We only have one win, and it was me and Andy playing fucking Night Rain with a community member.
That's so funny.
What are we doing?
What are we doing, everybody? We're about to do the Kind of Funny Gamescast. That's what. Greg's going to build his Outer Worlds 2 characters. Cool. You're going to watch that. I don't know exactly how he's going to do it, but it sounds fun.
He wants to set
He's
it up
been
like
prepping.
he wants to do like an RPG character or
Yeah.
like a tabletop kind
Pretty
of.
cool.
Yeah.
Solo Gamescast. Love those. So check that out. That's about to happen. Then the game KF podcast, and then Nick's playing a game.
He's playing a video game.
Till next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.